Good morning, everybody. Welcome to our presentation of Paila Incorporated. Our group members include Pratul Paudel, Sumit Acharya, Lakpal Lama, and Srijan Raj Bhattacharya. Pratul Paudel is myself, and I'm the CEO of the company. I focus on the strategic planning and working with the board of directors of the company, and also allocating the budget to the different departments. I also develop the company strategy by coordinating with various departments of the company, and I also get involved in the day-to-day management of the organization itself. Now, Lakpa is the financial director of Paila. He's responsible for the company's financial health, and he also combines operational and strategic roles, managing accounting, financial control functions, and establish a financial strategy for the profitable long-term growth of the business. Lakpa also supports and develops strategy to guide key business activities throughout the simulation. Now, Srijan Raj is the operating director of Paila. He's responsible for the ensuring that the best business environment is present within Paila itself. He's responsible to make the operation of the business efficient and manage the demand and inventory of the business. He also evaluates how the business operates in the long term. And he's also responsible for looking after the inventory after anything goes wrong and making decisions based on it. And Sumit is the marketing director of Paila. He has been developing marketing strategies by studying economic indicators and looking at the supply and demand of the environment and the competition around us. He's also tracking the changes and monitoring the competition. And Sumit also took charge of the press releases and marketing campaigns which were involved in our simulation. Now I would like to call Srijan for the presentation.
As you can see, we came up third in position in the business simulation game. The whole group started with a capital of 6 million euros, and the simulation had 6 rounds, each representing a fiscal year. The simulation brought various changes to the market in every round, and capitalizing on those changes was the way to achieve business success. The simulation started with 2018. In the year 2018, the year 2018 brought us a revenue of 2.7 million and retained a profit of 30,466 euros. The first round was basically about getting to know the simulation and what it offered for us in control. After analyzing the first year's report, we came up to encounter that our marketing expenses were very high, and our objective for the next round was to decrease it. By the second round, we were able to shave off 150,000 from our marketing expenses, but after reducing the marketing expenses, we were faced with other expenses such as depreciation and externally hired staff. We also learned that increasing education level of staff makes it difficult to keep them motivated, and the educated staff require higher pay wages than lower educated staff. They were also harder to control compared to the lower educated staff. The second round, we also realized, 2019, we also realized that the price of our sneakers, which was operating in a quality market, was pretty low, and it was pretty hard to cover up the cost of the product. So in the second round, our profits declined to 96,377. the year 2020, we focused on eliminating the externally hired staff. So to achieve that, we went back to the handbook and researched on reducing the externally hired staff. 2021 was the highest losses we incurred. The team decided to cut down aggressively after in 2022. In the period of 6 years, we went through various struggles, challenges to run the business. It was very hard for us to implement the theories into our practical life, but after the simulation, we learned that logistic management played a vital role in the success of the business. We rearranged our price and calculated our expenses beforehand, setting the price. Educated staff, employing educated staff wasn't all that fruitful, as they were expensive and harder to motivate. We also learned that having a low price in quality segment doesn't increase your number of sales. The price should be according to the market, a market which you are operating in. Now, further presentation will be provided by Lakpa.
Thank you, Susan. I'm the Financial Director of Pilot Incorporated, Lakpa Lama. So, after all these planning, strategies, meetings, and who we are and what we are capable of doing, it all boils down to one simple thing, that is numbers, which every company looks for. And talking about the company position, we are third in sneaker market, but let's see what the figures talk about the company itself. I'm going to talk mainly about financial report about income statement, balance sheet, cash flow statement, and ratios that show our company positions in the market and the financial position of our company itself. But I'm not just going to talk about latest financial report, but also compare it with 2018's the first financial report, as I want to make clear that from where our company started and where it reached in these 5 to 6 years of time. In 2018, it was just 2.7 million worth of net turnover. But we doubled it to around 5.39 million worth of turnover in these 5 years. So with the massive increment of 99.77% of increment, and in 2028 we just had 30,000 worth of retained profit, but we took it furthermore to 273,000 euros worth of retained profit in 2023, which is massive 797% of increment in these 5 years. So now talking about the next report, which is balance sheet, and I'm going to talk about specific item, that is fixed assets of our company, which was just around 2 million at the beginning of 2018, but into 2023 we have reached to 3 millions of fixed assets, with increase in warehouse areas and addition of different machineries for future production of the shoes. And now next I want to talk about the cash flow statement. In 2018 we had 2.5 million worth of cash inflows, whereas the cash outflow was 2.3 million. So there was a gap of outflow and inflow, which was unhealthy for the company, and we had operating expenses problems at that time. But coming up to 2023, we generated 5.5 million worth of cash inflow and just 5.4 million worth of cash outflow, which shows that we managed our cash as well as other operating costs and everything, so as we could not face we did not face any liquidity crunch or any such operational cost problems in 2023, which was very good for our company. And lastly, I want to talk about the earning per shares, so that our new investors can invest in our company. In 2018, it was just 1.03 earning per share, whereas in 2023, we took our earning per shares to 9.29, which seems very promising for future investors, and also our company position seems very better in this sense. Now I am going to call Sumit for further.
I'm going to talk about hobbies of marketing. First of all, I would like to talk about product. Our product is a sneaker shoes, which is a standard out among the most vital parts of our marketing strategy. The creation of our shoes is our source to Asia-based factories, which deliver under our permit. However, the R&D division is under our authority, and it gives it gives upper hands. The quality of our products believes upon the amount we contribute on R&D. Along these lines, we made a currency in the product and produce on the quality of the shoes that they will deliver for our company. Second, I would like to talk about price. The cost of our shoes is fundamental advertisement instrument that interface our objective gathering clients who are sourcing for a bargain will purchase somewhere else if our costs are too high at the other in the event that we offer fantastic. We require high selling price to take care of our expenses. First, we have focus on men and women. We have made price too low because our company quality star is unlocked. Now the selling cost of our item for men's, women, and kids are 49.87 and 87.9 and 90 individually. Thirdly, I would like to talk about place. The place or circumstance that our organization has big guarantee that our item costs based at the ideal places at the ideal time. It is our obligation to ensure that the producer is delivering the product to us as indicated by the condition of the agreements. First, our organization is intensive distribution. Then we use selective distribution, which empowers us to utilize store and outlets that fit our items. It is possible affect our situation inside the quality market, and it will likewise enhance our client relationship. And lastly, I will talk about promotion. There are different stages to advance a brand and let the people think about it. In starting, our company has picked billboards and social media to promote our brand. The cost of billboards and social media is too high, so that our company shows high expenses ratio, and we plan to change our promotions strategy and we keep magazine to promote our business. Thank you, and I would like to call Pratik for next slide.
I'll be talking about the resilience of Pila Incorporated. Pila Incorporated focus on the quality and customer relationships of sneakers in the first 3 rounds. and we only focus on the market segments of men and women. In the second, third, and fourth round, we incurred great losses. As we can see here, we were almost in the brink of collapse. However, we did not lose our morale, and we were resilient as a team to keep on improving day by day. And we made various decisions because of this to our market strategy, to focus on price segment for men, and also introduce a new segment for kids in the simulation. And we were always trying to improve our position in the market, which is an example that in the beginning we were in the 7th position in the simulation. However, through resilience we improved to 3rd position. And the important thing here is that our team were never giving up and always trying to improve and make the necessary changes for the company itself. And because of our great losses, we were not able to spend our budget in innovation. Rather, we were spending it on reducing the production cost. And this was beneficial for us because we were able to reduce our marketing costs as well, which led to us having a greater net profit. As we can see in the year 2022, we have significantly more achieved net profit than the previous year itself. And 2023, we even have more than that. With this in mind, we thought that there are more possibilities to come after such net profits, and we have more investment opportunities because of the budget that we have. So now keeping that in mind, we would like to introduce our new product for the future, and that is the Pila Max. The Pila Max is a premium shoe which is specifically targeted for men. We made this move because as of now we are focusing on the price segment. However, because of our increased net profit and our more spending power, Pila Max seems like a good move because staying in the price market will not, we thought that it will not get us very far in the future, and we also have to make, we have to also compete with our competitors in the future. Therefore, it's a premium shoe with a higher price than its competitors. However, we will try to be with there and compete with them in the price segment. An example of it is Ronin, which is the first phase of simulation. They have also focused on good pricing, so we'll try to compete with them. And we think we'll be successful because of our resilience. Now we'll talk about why to invest in our company itself. So as you have seen that our company came from the 7th position to the 3rd position, and this was not possible without our team effort. And our growth rate at this point of time is 43%, which is much higher than the other competitors that we have. And this has been going on for the past 2 rounds. So we are in a growth stage at the moment, and with this new innovation, we will also try to increase our growth rate further and not go to maturity just yet. Therefore, we have more investment opportunities for shareholders as well. And another reason for us to invest, for you to invest in our company is because of our earnings per share, as mentioned by Lakpa. Our earnings per share is in 2018 was $1.03. However, in 2023 it was $9.29. Therefore, it is we believe that it is a good investment, and hopefully you can invest in our company.